That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's people just trying to troubleshoot to get on there. That's what that call was.
Yeah.
So.
Deborah Howard, One Square is now live.
3, 2, 1. Silence.
You're live and you're clear.
Hi Claudette. Just waiting for a few people to get on. I tried to log on a couple other times and my Wi-Fi was still on. I have switched off the Wi-Fi and I am on data now for sure. So I'm just waiting for a few more people. Hi Patty, clear now, good. Perfect, good.
Yep.
Wally, can you pull down that blind? Because I got a glare.
Off your glasses.
No, I think it's coming in the window. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna sit back so I don't.
Turn the lights on.
So somebody asked if I got my quilt done already. This is not my black and white quilt, ladies. I just laid down One Block Wonder quilt just to give you an idea on how to lay it out. So with this quilt that you see on the floor, it was made with a flowered print, and I literally just picked up from the piles and laid down as they came off the top of the piles, because that's what I wanted with this look. I wanted a random look. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you might want a certain color streak going through, so then you have to plan it a little bit. So literally what I do is I get an open floor and I lay my blocks down. Now there's a right and wrong way to lay your blocks down, and I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. So this quilt that you see on the floor is just me randomly pulling off the piles and laying the blocks wherever they're going to lay. So has anybody got a pile of fabric there that they like and they think, oh my gosh, that's ugly? Well, remember when I first started, I said there's going to be phases to this quilt. You're going to look at the blocks and you're going to love them. The next step, you're going to look at them and think, I hate them, and then you're going to love them again when it's all done. So don't be worried if you think your blocks are too dark or they're too light. Every step is going to take on a different look. So just be calm, patient, lay them out. The best thing after you lay them out to do is to actually take a picture of it, step back and look at your picture and say, do I like that, or what's wrong with that? So if you take a picture and you think, oh, I've got too much red in that corner, I need to mix it up, or I've got too much of something else in another corner, you can even change your photo to a black and white setting to get a feel for the dark and light. So what needle did you use in your machine last week? I used, it was probably a 12 in my needle, a 12 in my machine. So this is the quilt that I just laid out randomly. So I'm just going to pick that up off the floor. And I have 2 piles because I did 2 colors. Wally, go out of here. Get out of here. Oh. So I have a pile of darks and I have a pile of lights because I did 2 different ones.
Drink my coffee.
So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to start laying the blocks. Now all your blocks need to be going with the seam down. If I was to lay this block this way, going across, that's wrong. So all your seams have to be going straight up and down. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera a little bit because I'm going to start up in the other corner. Karen, can you just watch me? And I'm literally just going to lay them out on the floor. And if I find this is, yeah, go Karen. If I find this is taking too long, or if you guys want to log off, then I understand it's going to be a little bit. I'm going to lay them out and you'll get an idea. So Karen, I think you might have to move the camera a little bit more.
How often do you wash your floor? Never.
Who said that?
How often do you wash your floor?
Oh my gosh. So you see how I'm just laying them out? I'm putting my seams up and down like this. Okay? not looking at what I'm picking up. I'm literally just making sure that they match each other. Which, there we go. So I'm going to lay them out like this. You guys can watch me. Just lay them
Close by
out.
the bay.
So see, I've got them all coming this way.
Yeah, it is.
This way is wrong.
Just
All my
just
seams
hold
are
on,
going
I'll
to be
give you
going
the
up and
carrot.
down.
video's not playing.
The video's
Hello?
not playing?
Can you just refresh your internet? Like a, you have a refresh button.
Okay, so I am going to do roughly between 20 and 25 of these rows. So this is 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And depending on how many hexagons you had, you can have anywhere between 19 and 22 or 23 rows. There's no right or wrong amount of hexes. Whatever you have, let's work with it, okay? So I'm literally just laying these down any which way. And when I get these all down, then I'm going to step back, take a picture, and look at it.
Mineville, Nova Scotia. Shelley Hansen's on too.
Hi, Shelley.
Susan Swan's there too.
Hi, Susan.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to join a watch party. You should be able to.
So see how I've got some darks in with the lights? I like that look. I think, but when I get it all laid out, I might decide that I like something totally different.
Tracy, somebody thinks these are fun to make.
They are fun. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. I'm going to put one more row over.
Yes, Crystal, the IT department's on talking with her now.
On the phone.
Hi, Mildred from Newfoundland.
Okay, well, that would be it, because it's maybe gonna take you back. So try to hit the,
What you making for supper, Lisa?
Well, these.
but it is running. Like, she's recording now.
So you see how out here, can you turn it just a bit? I'm going to have a jagged edge. I'm going to fill that edge in afterwards. You guys want that camera moved a little bit? Just say so while he's there and he can move it.
How many hexes do you have in one row for a queen size quilt?
This is going to be a queen size. I have full hexes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11.
Holy, hello, Janet from from Edinburgh, Scotland,
Ah, I got Scotland on here. Cool.
and Brooke from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Wow.
You count half as a hexie?
So 1 whole hexie, I have 11, but I have 22 rows.
So half is not a hexie.
So no,
2 together
2
are one
together is a
hexie.
hexie. Yeah.
I would so love,
Can
No.
you want to lay some?
I would so live to make that quilt, but who would pick me off the floor? Oh, sorry, Judy.
The same person that would have to come pick me up off the floor.
Hello from Alberta.
So look how easy this is going down. Really, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Now once I see that I'm probably got a
You
really
can-
light corner up here. I'm probably going to pick, because I want to catch the attention. I'm probably going to put a really dark one up there just to kind of jump out at me. I don't know that yet.
Can you lay these on the table instead of the floor?
It'd be a big table.
If you had a big enough table, yes. 6 repeats, if you just did one set of 6 repeats, might fit on a big table, but it would take a big table. So some people use a design wall. They just go to the dollar store and get like the back of a tablecloth that's got flannel on it and hang that along the wall. And so you don't have to get on the floor. You can just get some flannel sheet or something and put it to your wall.
Atlanta, Georgia. Hello from St. John, Newfoundland. How many in a row for 6 repeat?
I would probably try to go to about 10 hexes, 5 hexes across maybe.
I use a
10
king
rows.
size bed.
King size bed?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get a king size bed out of these because I'll probably just add a couple of extra borders. This is going to be a pretty good size quilt when it's done.
Michelle wants to know, can you join them as whole hexes?
No, don't join them at hexes until I show you how to pick them up off the floor. Because picking them up off the floor and sewing together is the real trick in making this quilt go together without any Y seams. Okay, I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible, ladies.
Hi, Ann.
No help.
Scott.
I am.
There's a lot on here.
Back up in here.
I didn't do that. Karen did it.
Yeah, Karen did it.
The tablecloth works great over the closet door
Yeah,
with
the
3
tablecloth
millimeter
works great.
hooks and binder clip. You don't put things in front of your closet. So perfect place for it.
Stick.
So it usually sticks to the flannel. It'll stay there. Or you can put like a little straight pin into each one.
She just uses the living room floor for she doesn't have to clean it.
I have to clean it.
Ow!
Just
Getting too close to the table.
So does everybody get the idea of how to lay this out? Has anybody got any questions?
You know, it's a really good idea when you say about taking the picture, because what a huge difference for me to stand here and look down at this opposed to look at the video, because it looks much prettier on the video.
I know, a picture makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And what you're seeing on the video is probably going to be more accurate to what this is going to look like when it's
Yeah.
sewn together.
Yeah.
Hi,
so-
Christine from Upper Islands Cove, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Do you like it? Oops. Janet, take it that's what you mean by yes.
Like what, Wally?
Us.
She just said yes.
Am I going to knock over that back pile with my back
No.
here?
No, keep going.
So in order for me to take a picture of this, if you guys see a block that you think would look better somewhere, I'm open to any suggestions.
Yes, she has, Julie. Have you ever done a dark to light layout?
Well, this is probably going to be a dark to light layout because I'm laying all my lights. Somebody out there has the exact same fabric that I have. And I'd love to see what her quilt looks like after it's done, because it's amazing how you can use the same fabric and not get 2 quilts that really look alike.
Okay, this is one for you, Deb.
I forget.
Is your stash that you're pulling from in any order?
No, they're absolutely no order. I just basically just ironed these and piled them up. So I'm gonna lay them out in any order, and then I'm gonna go around and fine tune it, move some fabric around and move some blocks around.
Hi, Pat. Hi, Debbie.
Cat who?
Pat Adams, PI.
Oh, PEI.
And Debbie Edwards from Newfoundland. Lawrence. Great. I'm trying that after I laid it out for the first time. Thanks.
Just trying what?
Pictures.
Dark to light.
So yeah, if you guys are really energetic and you lay it out and you think, I want to try something different, pick them all up and start all over again.
That's me, LOL. I also got 24 little hexies is out.
Also got 24 little is out at the ends, hexies out at the end. She must have made smaller ones to put around on the edges.
Okay.
One's
So I'm
out
going to save that.
of ends.
Now I'm going to
spelled.
start with my dark pile. I have no idea how this is going to look. This is my dark fabric. It's the exact same fabric. So if you happen to do exactly what I just did and get them mixed up, they don't belong, they don't match, just set them aside and they'll show up. But if they don't show up, we're taking half hexies and filling in along the edges anyway. So I'm just going to set them to a side until their mates match. There it is. Until their mates show up. But if you've wrecked a hexie, you've sewn one wrong and you think, oh, half of a hexie's no good, you can use half hexies to fill in the sides, so keep them. And half hexies also look good out in the borders, applique on. A marathon to see how quickly I can get these laid out. People are waiting to see it. They're waiting to see how to pick it up, I think, more than anything. Picking it up and sewing it is so easy, as long as you pick it up right. See, I already see that I want some dark ones up at the top. I don't like how this is stopping blunt. I don't like that blunt look to it. So I'm going to want to migrate them in a little bit better than this. But I'm just laying them out to get a feel for it.
It's going to be a large quilt.
Yeah, it'll be queen size. It actually will shrink up a lot once you get all these seams. It looks large laying on the floor.
David Elaine Holland. If you can sew in a straight line, you can do this.
Exactly. She's obviously made them before. They're very easy to sew together.
Julie, just throw the cat in the bath
A cat?
tub. Yeah, the cat's not being helpful. She's trying to...
Oh, she has a cat.
How many rows for king size?
If I had a king size and I didn't want to overkill it with borders, I would try to have maybe 26 or 13 hexies across. 26 rows or 13 hexies across. So if I had wanted to, if I didn't think I had enough hexagons and I wanted to make this bigger, I could have easily taken some solid black or some solid white fabric, and you wouldn't have anything to match. Just cut some triangles out and make some plain hexies. That would extend it quite easily and quite quickly.
Yes, Deanne, Dana, they all look different. And Julie, honestly, the cat won't come back for at least a week.
What do you mean? The cat won't come back. We're getting there, ladies.
She's not back up yet either, Deborah.
She's not what?
Deborah said if she got down on the floor, she'd never get back up. I think it takes longer to figure out the blocks than to cut and sew them.
Figure out the blocks? To figure out where you want to lay them, you mean?
You don't figure them out, you just lay them out.
Until I take
And
a
then-
picture. Then I
yeah.
start moving them. So, and the key to moving these is getting in your bare feet. No socks allowed, because I'm going to be walking over the top of this, and trust me, if you walk with socks, you're going to make a mess of it. So literally, you need to be in your bare feet if it's on the floor. Boy.
You're burning.
I smell something.
Oh, probably burns.
Yeah, I don't like the distinctive difference where the white meets the black, which I thought I might, but I'm going to mix up. I'm going to put some dark up there.
Hi, Erica.
If anybody wants to post a picture of their blocks in the comments, I'd love to see what their fabric looks like.
That was Karen, not me.
Sorry. You know what I'm gonna do? Is that okay?
So my pile is still quite high, so I think I can go add another row. Anybody have any suggestions on how to move this around to make it look good?
Gail Harris says, so amazing what comes from a piece of fabric. I input some tumbling blocks of solid color.
Yes, that's another way to make it bigger. You can add some cubes or some tumbling blocks. And I'm not going to get into showing you how to do that because it would make this video too long. But if you go on the Facebook site, One Block Wonder, or you get any of the One Block Wonder quilt books out there, they explain to you how to make cubes. And cubes are really, they look scary to make, but they're just as easy as making these hexies. They're really not as intimidating as what you might think.
Janet
And
says,
that sure adds some interest into it.
Janet, what if you put one dark then one light down in a quilt?
One dark and one light. That would add some interest. I might change that up and do that.
It's all in your own taste. You can do whatever you want with these.
Well, I asked for suggestions, so that's what I
Oh.
think she's doing.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go up here. I think I have enough to add another row up here. are still watching this long process.
112.
Oh, really? They're not bored of it yet?
You didn't see that.
Yeah, they probably are bored of it. Okay.
You got her hid.
Okay, so I think I got a few more I'm gonna add over here. And then I'm gonna start fine tuning it. Get all these laid out.
So I would not have the nerve to walk on it like that. I would probably fall flat on my.
That's why bare feet are very good on this.
I think I would.
So I have a few left, but I'm gonna save them for filling in and for fine tuning.
Susan Swan says I think I would take one corner, add more dark ones, and swoop down to the black.
You want me to bring, Susan, how about I come up here and bring a black down. Let's try that, Susan.
Mary says, how many yards of fabric did you use?
Well, I used 12 repeats. So that is all, it all depends on the repeat of the fabric. I think mine was roughly 7.5. Is this what you meant, Susan? Let's bring some dark down into the...
Would you mind showing the fabric that you started with?
Yeah.
Absolutely no.
Molly, look at the bolted fabric. Let's start moving it.
My work is never done.
Let's start moving some.
Is it 2 or 1?
There's 2 bolts there.
That's what I thought. There's the dark and there's the light.
I'm gonna bring some more dark up there.
Yeah.
Excuse my butt, ladies.
But.
Don't lay it on there. Ollie,
Deborah.
that's like putting a sock there.
No, it's not.
There's the light fabric. And there's the dark fabric. This we need to bring some more dark up here. Tell me what else to move, Susan.
Just a second. I love watching people work. I do too, Elaine. Never bored when it comes to quilting.
Let's
Would
put,
you mind showing the fabric? Okay, we did that. How many repeats for a king? Yes, Susan says. Jackie Daw says LOL. Can you mix different fabrics
yes.
that coordinate in color?
Yes. Yes.
You can do anything you want.
Susan, I think I need to bring this whole section dark. Don't you? I think I need to remove that whole section. I think I need to put dark over there.
Come on, Susan.
Who else has an opinion? Let's put some light. I need a dark here.
I agree. So remind me, did you cut 6 repeats from each light and dark?
Yep,
Yes.
I did.
Yes, make corner dark.
Wally.
Susan says I agree.
So, I got some new fabric in yesterday, and the repeat on it, the repeat on this was 24 inches. But I got fabric in yesterday, or on my last reveal, that was actually 40 inches repeat. And if I was to use 2 sets of that 40-inch repeat, I would most certainly have a king-size quilt. It would be huge. So see, literally, this is all you do. You just play with it and move them around until you like it. But it's nice to lay all the blocks all out at once so that you can see what you got.
Susan says, and keep the light over to the other side.
Yeah.
Julie, everybody's opinion, or she's not qualified to give an opinion.
Oh yes, everybody's got an opinion.
Dana says black and white is quite striking.
I kind of like this swirl. So if I could keep this on a swirl and going up this way. I think, let's get rid of some of this.
Lisa Bernie
Yeah.
says, but it laying flat will look different than it would on a bed, so you actually get a different look again.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
sewed together, laying out, it really.
These darks in here.
Yeah, let's get some of these darks out of here. Let's take this one, this one, this one.
That
And this
repeat
one.
would be a huge quilt.
Yes, it would. 40 inches. That would be a king size quilt.
Could pick and choose for sure.
Which
one
ones
she
you liked? Yeah. Who said that?
Crystal.
Yeah. She must have made a one block wonder before.
Crystal, Denise's sister.
Oh, that crystal.
Yeah. And James Austin just sent 3 big boxes.
We got three boxes from James Austin.
Well, I thought so.
Is that the tartan?
I don't know.
Oh, good glory.
Do you want me to open it, or the last time I opened the box I got in trouble?
Yes, you can't open the box. Never mind. It's got to be a grand reveal again. We have 3 more boxes added to our pile, ladies, for the grand reveal. And I've got 3 more coming in tomorrow.
The crystal that has a few of the to lay out incomplete.
She has a few of these kits.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Gail Smith, where would you place 3 hexes that have a different center than all the rest? Gail, anywhere you want.
Well,
If it looks good, leave it there.
that's advice from my husband, ladies.
And it works.
Peanut gallery.
Hey Carol, what about me?
Wally. Okay. This light needs to come here.
Yes, Marlene. I'm going to grab a snack. This is like dinner in a movie. I love the advice. You too. Thanks, Carol. What color are you doing for the borders?
I'm hoping to put the dark fabric. I'm hoping to put, well, I hadn't thought I was going to put a little tiny white and then put a big dark flowered border in next.
Gail Smith said we will see if that works. LOL.
Maybe get another dark here. And this is
That's
not-
huge. Carly, don't you have something to do?
Yeah, she might be coming here. That's tartan.
and this.
And this is where you sneeze. Are you backed into a corner? Yep.
Okay, so
This is my life. How about red for the borders?
yeah, red would frame it really nice.
Looks good.
So I kind of like where I'm not saying. See how I'm going on the swerve here? I really like that swirl. But I just need to fine tune.
Sorry, ladies.
This black can go here. Black can come down here. Black can go there. Put some white in here.
This is about the longest part of the whole thing, is moving stuff around. Because I fall asleep while she's doing it.
So I got this black one that definitely needs to come out of there. It needs to go down here.
Karen, the phone! It's ringing.
What's not very fancy? Hello. Yes? Oh, okay, okay, I'll bring you up, I'll bring it right to the door.
Watch it, Jane.
Okay.
What would quarantine be without a peanut gallery?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a puzzle, yeah.
So I like this dark.
But all the pieces fit anywhere.
I need to have this light here going.
Just a second, ladies.
That's Karen, I think.
I know. Sorry about that.
Did they say turn the light on?
Sorry. No. I didn't realize I did that. She's done them with swirls. She's done them feeding from left to right, up to down. That's good, Susan. She likes it.
It's not good enough, Susan. There's something. See, this up here needs to come out. I don't like that dark one there. This is too dark. This is too dark.
Debbie, there is one white in the right lower that should be dark.
In the right lower, over here. Right here.
Right lower.
Right there, right?
Thanks, Mary. Hop out of the way for a second.
So, I need some pairs here.
There. Sorry about the glare of the window.
So, I'm gonna fill this back in with some lights. Lights up here.
Yeah,
What? Did somebody call me?
yep, that white one right there in the very center.
This one?
Yeah, should be a dark.
Let's switch this down because it's a graduation.
Yeah.
There is a definite dark streak coming from the bottom corner.
Which is what we want. We want this one gone. This can be down here instead of here. And this can be
Lower right, 4 in and 4 up needs to be dark.
lower right,
Lower right.
4 in, lower right. To my right?
I don't know.
Debbie, just look.
Just hold on.
It's almost
Where's the
squared
fabric?
up.
You're moving
Like it's
that.
not
I know.
gradual, you know what I mean?
There.
What's that?
Look at that video. See how it's square there in the corner opposed to a gradual?
Get out of the way.
Right,
Yeah,
this
keep
one
going.
right here. This one needs to
Yeah.
be out of there. That's wrong.
Other right, Mary says.
Right. She said there's one over here that's wrong. The fourth one. This one. That one, Mary?
Give her a minute because we're time lapsed. We're in a time warp. Yes, thank you, Mary.
I'm gonna switch this.
I think your video might be mirrored, so your other right might be left. Approximately how many hexes across for a lap quilt?
Okay. Probably 5.
You got it. What did she get?
So I think.
Nice butt shot.
Wally, you stop. I think I'm going to. I don't know. Filling it in is going to be. I think I can put this one up here. Karen, can you take a picture, a black and white picture for me, so I can see? This needs to be different here.
Carly is laughing.
Laughing at you.
You're gonna get sent to the woods. Okay, goodbye.
I don't like my curve yet. I think I got something
Just
wrong.
stunning.
Curve.
Through here.
Sorry, ladies, I gotta put the camera down.
I think that's this. He's moving so fast. That's why, because it's on black and white, so you can see it.
This is too dark. I got too much of the dark in here. I'm gonna move this up
Oops.
to. So we're good to moving, ladies.
Carly said you just made it the same again.
Just made it the same as what?
That's what you had it, I guess. I don't know.
Oops.
Yeah, so look at this. Just change everything. But the nail's got a whole dark
Yeah.
line here.
Curve is too straight,
Yeah.
Your shirt's the same, we could lay you down.
about 5 up, and to the, on the left-hand side isn't quite right.
You guys have to figure that direction out for me. Tell me where to go.
It does work nice there, up there. Yeah, I can't hold it in. You're supposed to be the camera person.
I'm the door person and the phone person.
That far side looks okay.
I need one more dark one up there.
See this here, yeah. I like it like this, like it on black and white.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
watch it live, like, and it really shows the distinct lines.
That's,
That one, her foot's on needs to change. Other than that, I think it's.
yeah, that brown doesn't work. Those 3 browns. We don't see the whole quilt anymore. Yeah, Marie, I had to give up because my arm was hurting.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh shit, the door.
This is literally what you do. So, is the consensus I should log off and play with this, or are they bored watching? I guess if they're bored watching, they can
They
log
can
off
log off.
and come back. If you guys don't want to watch me play with this, at 12:30, I'm giving myself till 12:30. I'm going to hold off picking this up and showing how to sew it together until 12:30. So if you guys don't want to watch this, don't feel you're going to lose anything because I won't start picking it up until 12:30.
What about if you did a graduation? With the darkest darks moving towards the lower right corner. In your light is one dark that stands out too much.
Still here enjoying the process. So, I mean, some are saying they're gonna log
Log
off,
off.
some are gonna watch. So,
Yeah.
Pat Adams is not bored at all.
Pat Adams is what?
Not bored at all. Andrea Snow is enjoying it. Lisa still here, enjoying the process.
Lisa should be down here telling
No,
me
no,
what to do.
different Lisa. What about giving a time to come back?
I did, 12:30.
It's beautiful, great. I have to go and FaceTime my grandson for his 5th birthday. Happy birthday, buddy!
So yeah, I will hopefully start picking it up. I'll update you at 12:30 on how to pick it up. For those that want to leave. This should be coming out of here, I think.
Can I run through it?
yeah, try it and see how long you stay married.
Michelle Wilson and Marilyn not bored here either, enjoying the creative process, looks awesome, it's beautiful.
I need the light to come in here, so I think this is distracting.
What?
These right here are distracting. I need them to be very light to come along the curve.
Are you trying to put a light in there?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring my line down.
Oh, okay. No, that's
So I'm gonna bring some light in here to distinctively separate my curve for a bit. And then they might get changed, but I just want to see my curve.
Gil Harris. Have to keep reminding myself that Nova Scotia is an hour ahead of us. This is like getting into Dipper's head. Oh, that's scary, Mary.
A little mixed up, isn't it?
A lot mixed up. Thanks, Karen.
Oh, Deborah, I forgot. I'll watch later. Amy, read watching.
Okay.
Can you add one color of a 6-pack? Pack part of cutting to add some dimension.
A 6-pack of what?
Can you add one color of a 6-pack?
I don't know what she means by 6-pack.
I don't know. I think 6 little hexies, but I'm not sure. Equal prior to cutting. You're gonna have to
Prior cutting.
either give her a call here or explain, because I don't.
I don't know what 6-pack is either. What she means by 6-pack.
I mean, if she means add extra.
You can add extra fabric.
You can add anything you want. Everybody's taste is different.
Well, it's just gonna make a hex thing. So.
Yeah.
4-hour difference out west. Coffee and Deborah. What could be better? Lynn, I don't know where you're from, but you're from out west. Oh, you gotta get a life.
Wally, oh my gosh, I gotta get a husband that's gone. Wally.
I have to do this on sunny days.
Yeah, sunny days when he's outside, not rainy days.
could be in BC somewhere.
What does that have to do with a siren?
I'm playing with your stress toy.
Well, they don't see that.
So I can go hold it.
I think I've moved every one, haven't I?
Well, if you were looking for a distinct line, diagonally, you've got that.
I'm just gonna fill this in and step back.
Christine Chandler says, you who me?
You what?
That's it. Alaska, holy lifting, Gail
Nuts.
Harris.
Let's put this dark one here.
What I mean is before I introduce the second color, can I just a set of 6 repeat? I don't want to cut new fabric if it won't work.
I still don't know what that means. This is a nice dark one. Where do I need a nice dark one? Right up to the point, I think.
Yes, Lynn, I've been to Merritt before. 1976.
I need some lights in here to fill in some holes.
No, Jackie, I'm just bored.
What did she ask? Is he always like this? Yes, he is.
So here, Deb, come back and look at this.
Yeah, that's coming there, isn't it? So let's put this in the corner here because they're dark. Got any suggestions, Karen? You mean you're here? Just gonna lay these in, and they might get tweaked again. So how many hexes do I have across? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, I can take off a row if I wanted to fill this in. I might do that. Come down one row, make this out.
How do these things stink?
Because I need some lights.
Even China. Probably poisonous all.
I don't think they're meant for you to sniff.
I want my, I don't want that light one up there. I want a light one up there. Let's put this light one up there. This one in here. Okay. So then this. Yeah. So this will come off. That will come off.
I think these 3 here need to be a little darker, these ones in the
These
center.
in the set, yeah. So that's what we like,
Especially, yeah.
like this one.
Yeah. And the one up from that.
Yeah. So let's put this one in there.
Should wear them around year-round if she had to, Jackie.
What?
Capris.
Oh yeah.
She said it's too cold where she is. She must be in Newfoundland. She is Jackie Dog.
I can't remember.
I remember that address, or name.
Yeah, I remember the name. I need a light one here. Is there a light one on the table, Karen? Oh wait, I got a light one here.
Thanks, Mary. There are two plain white ones together on your cube.
On my
Curve. On your curve.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, from here.
Right in here. Let's put
What you need is like,
one of these.
Yeah.
And this, there's something wrong here. I don't like this.
Deb,
What?
how long will this class last?
At 12:30, I'm going to start picking up the rows, and that will probably take about 20 minutes to pick up and show you how to start sewing.
Okay. Deborah, you used two different colors, which gave you two sets of 6 repeats
Yes.
for each color.
Yes.
Can I only do one? Because I already have my 12 repeats all cut up and sewn
Oh
into
yes,
half
yes. That first quilt I shown was made out of the same fabric with 12 repeats.
and sewn into half
Here,
hexies.
come back and look at this. I think
I'm finding it very dark.
Yeah.
Sorry for the confusion.
She finds what she has very dark,
Yeah, I think you,
then yeah, she could add some cubes to it to lighten it up.
Okay.
the only other one I would change, Deb,
Yeah.
is that one right there.
Well,
I
This
put
one?
something with no.
This
That
one.
No. That one right, no. This one right here.
take your shoes on and walk on it.
Right there, yeah. If you could find something with a little more dark in it.
Mary
Actually,
says.
those two don't match. Ha!
Mary says
Something with a
you
little
got
more dark in it.
Like here, what about this?
This one would work.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
If I could remember
Actually,
where
I
my
don't like-
memory was, Jackie, I would have it.
Actually, I don't like this one now either.
I don't matter.
Maybe we'll put this one in there. Am I losing my curve though by doing that?
I don't think so. You're blending it. You're getting rid of your distinct line, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
make
don't
it
want
blend.
really that distinct line.
No. Then look, then what you need to do is keep doing that all the way out.
Yeah.
Try to blend some of them in.
Yeah. So I don't like this dark one in here. I need one that's got a little bit of white in it, so maybe
Good move,
this one.
Mary says.
Let's take that one.
No, I don't know which one. I think for that white one. Yeah.
Okay.
Those real white ones right in here
Yeah.
need to be a little more like
Like-
ones with a little more black in it.
Okay.
Not real dark, but just with a little more in it. And then it smooths that line out.
This one right here, you mean, Karen?
Yeah.
Or this and this
No.
one?
That one, the one you had, yeah.
But I think this one that I just moved fits better there than that. Yeah.
Come back and look, Deb. I think you've pretty well got what you want here.
Not quite. I gotta figure out this mumble jumble on the side there. I need this. And here, let me figure out what's going here.
I'm gonna go just look and make sure that's not tartan, because if it is, I wanna get curly like this way.
can we put that back down, Wally?
Oh, sorry. I thought it might help.
Well, it's giving me a glare. Yeah, that's better. Has anybody else suggested anything?
So full hexes wide give me 14 rows, which seems too long to me.
Say that, read that again to me.
Sorry, 13. So full hexes wide give me 13 rows.
Full hexes wide, what does that mean? So full hexes wide gives me 14 rows. 7 hexes full will give you 14 rows. Is that what she means?
I think so, but she says 13 rows. So full hexes wide give me 14 rows. No, it should only be
14 rows is 7 full hexes.
Sorry, I was looking for any mistakes. This is a hard one to select.
Is what?
I was looking for mistakes or anything in it, and it's a hard one to visualize them.
Mistakes is hexes not matching, you mean?
Yeah. Every time I think I got one, it's
Every time you
something
think
right
you
there.
found Debbie's mistakes, you realize she doesn't make any.
Yeah, yeah. Something bugging me right there on that one. But no.
There's all
Okay.
that fucking tape you bought.
So I am going to, it's in my room where I kept my coffee. So now all my leftover hexes, where's my camera? Oh, all my leftover hexes, I'm going to come down along the sides and I'm going to fill them in like this so that I have a straight edge.
Julie said 6 full hexes wide, 6 wide and 13 rows.
6 full hexes wide.
Yeah.
My
Equals-
head's in this. I can't figure
Yeah,
that out.
sorry.
Sorry. I got it.
Sorry,
I'm
Julie.
looking at this. I will help you figure out the rows after I get this in. I'm not concentrating on what I'm saying by answering that.
She's just rambling. 6 wide.
Okay, so I have that side done. Now I need some dark hexes to fill in down here. I need a dark. That goes like that. That goes like that. I need a full hexie dark.
Right here. Oh, dark.
Dark.
That's a proper hexie. That's half a hexie. Actually, this is wrong. What's that hexie? And this one is a single hexie.
This light one. Right, I'm going to put this one. I'm bringing this down.
That would probably be the best, Julie.
What she's gonna tell me.
Message you later.
Okay. I'll go over this in a bit and then maybe it'll make it clearer to her.
It's the shape and size that she's concerned about.
Okay, so I thought better. And then this. Goes here. Goes here. Goes here. Goes there. I need a few more. Actually, no, I guess I went too many. Let's bring this in here. And there. Take that off. I'm going to take this off, but I want to make sure I don't have any ugly hexes in there that I want to trade out. I really like this dark one. I'm going to switch this to there, I think. Get a bit more of a... I like this dark one.
Yeah.
Quarter after. Do you want to log off for 15 minutes and then you're going to be back on to...
Okay, I'm going to fine tune this. And I will be back on at 12:30 and show you guys how I pick it up. Unless anybody has any questions. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, so I'm going to fine tune a little bit, change a few around, and then at 12:30 I'm going to log back on and show you how I'm going to pile them up, and I'm actually going to sew a row together and you guys can watch me sew. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.